Welcome back to Old School Arctic Cats. For those of you new to the channel, I'm Rocky, and we are going for a big ride today. We got a mix of snowmobiles going on, mostly Arctic Cat, but we got old and new. We got the 858 back here. We got another 858 up there in the front. Couple Alphas, Catalyst 600. The old 96 ZR, I think it's the grandpa of the group. Excuse me, my dad's 95 ZRT's the grandpa of the group. We got my ZRT Thundercat swap sled. We got Kenny Neff up here today. Kenny, what's up? What up, man? I can't believe we're finally doing this, brother.
Doubt, huh?
Yeah, this is awesome. He brought his amazing looking Thundercat. It's the O2. It's the Mountain Cat version of the Thundercat. We just got a whole mix of snowmobiles here. This is a big Cat Pride. We do got a red Polaris back there. Hopefully he can keep up, but should be awesome. Let's go. All right, guys, we just had a gnarly trail ride. We just made it to the warm-up hut. So this is Brock. This is Quinn's cousin. He brought the old redhead triple up here in the old mountains. 2001? Pop the hood of this bad boy. I haven't seen underneath the hood of a Mountain Max in a minute. Looks like you got reverse on this bad boy too. Dang. Definitely a redhead.
I heard Cletus put his knee on your seat.
Oh, Cletus, just don't put your knee on the seat and then tear it. Oh, sorry, brother. I get it. Yeah, I was nervous. I'm like, uh-oh, this is where it ends. All right, Brody Zollinger made it up here. He's ripping the old 858 today. You got a couple Alphas chasing you around today too, right?
Yep.
We're at the warming hut. Looks like we got plenty of firewood in here. Nice and warm.
Step on here.
Dang, table. I've been in here before, but it's been a minute, probably like 10 years ago. Looks like they got a trail map up here. Couple hooks to hang your gear, thaw out. Just feels nice when it's windy and cold just to have a place to sit down, and we couldn't think of a better place to do a podcast. So anyway, everyone, welcome in. If you guys aren't familiar with our podcast, it's Old School Arctic Cats podcast. It's on YouTube. So you guys need to subscribe to our podcast. That's kind of the behind the scenes on what makes Old School Arctic Cats happen. Plus, you can kind of get to know me and Quinn a little better, and we try to get special guests on. So we got plenty of people that want to come and interact with us, so subscribe to the podcast. We got a special item right here that's going to live in this warming hut. We'll reveal it in our podcast.
We got here about 8:30, and there's 3 skiers sleeping here. One on the table, one on the floor, and one over there.
Better than a bear.
Did you wake him up with your loud pipes?
Yeah.
There's Don. He made it. He's been ripping on the ZR.
I've been up to Mount Log and I climbed the face.
Is that your tracks, Don?
Yeah, there's one set. There's only one set.
Oh.
And I was packing skis the whole time.
He fooled me. I packed the trail.
Don Fuller here. This is cameraman Quinn's dad. He joined us on our old school ride out today. So it's awesome that he's up here.
It's awesome that I get to ride a 19. What is that thing?
That's a 96 there, Don.
96.
121. They're rare in these parts of the world.
Man, I wasn't even born yet.
But it does have the 2-inch paddle. That was back when Don was a young man.
I still am.
Yeah. He didn't age much from 96.
I haven't even aged a bit.
No, not a
A lot
bit.
of guys think that I'm his son.
Yeah. It's fair. I can see it.
Hey, Don, you need this helmet, man.
Oh,
I wanted Don to
Doesn't
get
that look sweet with that outfit?
I would be matching.
Look at that.
helmet, suit,
On
King
that-
Cat.
on
On
Orange
the
sled?
King Cat, yeah, there you go.
When we go out, we're going out like that.
There you go.
Chicks will be digging me.
Yeah. He just got home from the Bering Sea.
Brought home some fish for you.
Yeah. All right, we got the fire all stoked. All of our stuff, all of our gears packed in there. Podcast stuff. Twin just fell. I'm dying to ride an 858. I think today's my day. we got to a really interesting hill. It's kind of got 3 different stages to it. It's got this little intermediate, then a little steeper, and then it kind of levels out again. Dude, we got all sorts of sleds out here right now. I'm gonna try and get on as many of these as I can and kind of test them out on this different terrain. I'm gonna rip on this 858. I've waited long enough for this. I'm gonna try this thing out.
Okay, you ready?
You guys, I just rode the 858. I've been waiting for a long time to be able to try one of these out, especially ever since they came. Woo! That dude was ripping. 858, man, this thing is awesome.
Alright, I just got off a Sunny Peacock. I'm gonna try out the mighty Redhead Yamaha Mountain Max.
Holy cow. I almost didn't make it, you guys. I got off track. Kind of got in the soft snow. Luckily I can carve this beast and get it back on track and went right over the top. This thing's sweet too. I'll go see what else I can find. Apologize for all the audio, you guys. It's really windy up here. Hope you guys can make out what I'm saying.
Good. I just had to pull my gear back and down. Gotta see if this thing's good for him.
She spun a lot more than those long track sleds, but the awesome factor is really high. This ZR rips, you guys.
This is my first time ever on forced induction air intake. Man, she likes to eat, but there's something wrong inside there when it goes. That is for real. Now I see why they get addicted to all that power. Did you do that justice, or have I got to get on it and show them how it's done?
No, we did it justice. You need to do the ZRT justice.
Did you pack skis coming up this?
Always.
Dude, this has got a big mill inside.
A big
Got a
meal?
whole lot under the hood.
We got the ZRT 1000, the 858, and the Mountain Max Redhead. Let's see what happens in a drag race. Dang it! He got out of the hole fast! We just trenched. He just took off. Quick pause in the video, you guys. I'm going to meet you back at my house. I have something really exciting I want to show you. Welcome back to my house, you guys. And I have something amazing to show you. And it couldn't have happened without all of your guys' help and support and all of your comments asking for this to come true. We got oldschoolarcticcats.com is up and live. We have a merch store. And this is some of our merch that we have. We have 2 style of hats. It has our new logo on it. We have the curved style bill and the flat bill. We have our awesome graphic t-shirt. And we took a lot of time on that. And that's what's been a real big focus of my time, is trying to figure out the exact snowmobiles we want to use, the exact fill, to try and replicate what we all saw back in the 90s. We have my exact Thundercat on there. We were able to integrate that. My coat. It's got me filling it up with gas. It's got an awesome ZR on there and the legendary ZRT. We wanted it to kind of highlight what we all have experienced. We've all been there in the backcountry next to a warm-up hut or a cabin, and we really wanted to highlight that in one image. And hopefully we didn't. Hopefully we nailed it. We feel like we did, and we really want you guys to enjoy those. We also have a fire starter kit that we have available. It is super critical to be able to build a fire when you're out in the backcountry. Nothing hurts worse than cold. So we got some awesome fire starter kits that we have to share with you guys. We have the mini kit, we have the full-size kit, and then we have the mega pack refill kit. And those guys are super awesome. So our website, you guys, is really easy to use, and it accepts all major credit cards. It's very intuitive on how to check out in your order. All of this stuff couldn't have happened without you guys, and I can't reiterate that enough. You guys were asking for this kind of stuff. I really wanted to do it, and this is going to be super fun and awesome. By purchasing our merchandise, you guys are really supporting the channel, and me and Quinn are going to be personally handling each order. We're going to be packaging it, we're going to be shipping it, and making sure it gets to your guys in a timely manner. And all of this brings me to my next topic, why I'm sitting in this trailer with all these awesome old school Arctic cats. For those of you new to the channel, we are planning a trip. It's a big trip for me, and we are going to be heading to the Midwest to go see you guys in Eagle River, the snowmobile capital of the world. Now, we have a date set up. It is February 14th through February 16th. It's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We plan on going and seeing the Snowmobile Hall of Fame on Friday. We want to go see some of the culture and different things back there in Eagle River and all of it, and all the cool things that it has to offer. And maybe there's a snow event going on there we want to go check out. So that's going to be Friday, is getting to know and kind of seeing our surroundings. So Saturday, big day. We want you guys to come out and meet us and go riding. We have a place set up in Land O'Lakes, and I know that that's right on the border of Michigan. I need your guys' help to really dial in a trail that we want us to go that can be user-friendly, handle a big crowd of snowmobiles, and we can go have an awesome, fun, safe time on all these old cats. And if you're not an old school Arctic Cat guy, don't matter to me. I want everyone to be able to come and enjoy it. New, old, Polaris, Yamaha, Ski-Doo, everyone's welcome to come on this journey. The next part of Saturday is we have a restaurant, and you can see it right here, that is reserved for Saturday at 6 p.m. We want you guys to come join us and have dinner, but the restaurant is very specific on wanting to know a head count. I need you guys to reach out to me either through email, that's the best, or if you can just go through the comment and send me a very specific comment saying that you'll be there, so we can get a head count, so we can kind of prep for food and different things like that and make sure we can house everybody. The other part of this is I really want to give away one of my snowmobiles to you guys. I want to give you guys one of my old school Arctic Cats, and it's hard for me to part with my babies, and it's gonna be interesting. But I want to give you guys one, and I want you to be present to win it. And so if you are planning on going to the dinner and you're planning on being there, you guys have an awesome chance in taking home one of my old school Arctic Cats. So bring a truck, bring a trailer. If you're kind of local, I can drop it off. But have that in the back of your mind, you guys. If you come and have dinner with me, you just entered a chance to win an old school Arctic Cat. Go check out the website, oldschoolarcticcats.com. I want to see you guys wearing one of my t-shirts and one of my hats so I can recognize my people. So this is going to be super cool. Get on there and find something you like. Let's get back out on the mountain. All right, so we just made it to a famous spot that everyone knows around in northern Utah region. We're up Prov Canyon. We're all familiar with it, and this particular spot is called the rodeo grounds. Now, Don Fuller, Quinn's dad, I've only been here, this is now my third time ever being in this spot. Don, on the other hand, he's been up here several times.
I'd say probably 100.
Literally 100 times. So I'm going to let Don kind of take over and kind of educate us on where we're at and maybe share a few memories of this place, because it's very famous. You know, everyone knows what it is.
So this area, there's some big names that have been in here and were well known in this area back when the thing you did is you tried to high mark everybody, and so the big thing was to see how far up this mountain you could go, and then pretty soon there were snowmobiles that were climbing over the top. One of the big names was Stan Checketts, rest in peace. He and his boy Chris, and there may have been some others too. And then there's the Zollinger brothers, Zebros. This is their playground all growing up. I've been in here since I was 21 years old, which is only the other day. But seeing this face like this, those guys were always trying to high mark, and I'll never forget some of those experiences, like watching Chris Checketts. He always had his avalanche gear on him, but he would try to trigger, he knew right where to trigger those avalanches, where he could ride his sled out of it going up. And so his famous signal was he would pump his fist as the avalanche fell behind him.
You gotta be kidding me.
It's crazy. But he knew right where those spots were on this face right here.
Wow.
One of the crazy things that happened one day with Stan Checketts. Now he's known in the what do they call that? The space shot or the space needle that shoots up in the air. Huh?
The rocket at Lagoon.
Yeah, the rocket, and there's other places, the needle. Anyway, these big rides, he's known for inventing those rides, but this is his playground, and they were up here riding one day and climbing on that, back when climbing's what you did, you high marked everything. And he got caught in an avalanche, and they couldn't find him, and they got the probes out, and they were probing trying to find Stan Checketts, and he's one of the older guys in the group, but he was crazy. He was willing to try anything. And they finally found Stan Checketts with the probes, dug him out. His lips were purple. He was out. He was unconscious. He was unconscious completely, purple lips, the whole thing, ready to be gone. And they got him resuscitated, got his color back in his face. And they're saying, hey, how are we getting you out? You ready to go out? And he says, no, let's go ride. So that was one of the famous stories about Stan. Yeah, he's major contributor to this area in support of the Snowmobile Association and all that. He even would groom the trails with his own money. He did a lot of things to help support the snowmobilers.
Stan Checketts, I've heard of him. SS Power Sports. Yep. He had a business building and designing roller coasters and different things like that for theme parks.
Yep.
Worldwide,
yeah. Lagoon had what Don was referencing was called the Rocket, and it was basically a chair that launched you up. And anyway, all of that just seemed to fit his realm. And when you say he's after those avalanches, I mean, that was his day-to-day was trying to seek that adrenaline and that feeling.
He was an adrenaline junkie his whole life.
Yeah.
And what a good man he was. He fun. The word fun put it on an epic scale for him.
Sure.
Everything was all about fun, having a great time.
So Don, what sleds were you riding back then when you got back here? You mentioned you're 21.
So, the stuff I was riding was not very cool. But we didn't have very much money. But we rode what we had. Yamaha Enticers was one of the. I was just reminiscing with my brother last night about all the things we did on 340 Yamaha Enticers. If you got 2 inches of powder, it was coming over the hood.
Oh yeah, low rider. Perfect.
But the big dogs, they were riding, the Thundercat. That was all the big riders all had the big horsepower. That was big air carbs, the big lungers.
Yeah.
They were always they'd have a new motor sitting down in their trailer. If they blew one here, they could go down, swap the motor, and come back. That's old school.
That is awesome. To think about all those memories, and we have all brand new snowmobiles here. Kenny's 858. How many miles is on that? 30? 40 miles now? All the way up until that ZR from 1996. The thing is about this sport is we're all in it together and we're all having fun. We're all having fun on all different levels. You know what I mean? It's all something that we enjoy, and it's not about having the best all the time. Sometimes it's just about getting out with each other and building memories. So that's cool that you shared that with us, Don. All right, we're gonna have a little cat and mouse action. I'm gonna try and keep up with Brody on this side hill. Wish me luck. was a heck of a day, you guys. There was a bunch of old snowmobiles here, the 858s. We had some Ski-Doos with us, some Polarises. These old sleds, they're just as fun. They're just as awesome. Everybody seemed to have a really good time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out our website. It's oldschoolarcticcats.com. Find you something awesome on there. We'll catch you on the next one. Sometimes that's better than, honestly, the plastic loops. It's going to be tough to break that one.